I heard a little bit about that back then, but I didn't know that was the thing, you know, like yeah. I mean, I think he's behaving a little bit more now. I mean, even though we play, so I think he talks a little bit, but at least he kept it to himself, you know. Because I know back then he always had issues with his against his performance. Yeah. So that, you know. Right, but I mean, at the end, I mean, it's a good thing. You know, I think it's
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown tonight. We've got a very nice match coming up for you. It's Shaun Zink versus Jake Jackson. Shaun Zink is the #1 contender on this top 15 players list in Rochester, New York. Jake Jackson is number 15 on this list. Both players on opposite ends of the top 15 list. But Jake is a new addition. His skill likely far surpasses the rank of 15, and he's a top-level junior player. The players are going to lag for break now. Shaun Zink looking like he's going to be able to win the lag and start off with the break. The players are going to be playing 2 sets, and this is a race to 9 and 9-ball pool. Shaun Zink has recently been on quite the tear. He defeated Jason Rivera 9-0, and then he defeated Jason Hunt 15-5. Then Jeff Terzo 9-1, and then 9-2. Very much looking forward to see if Shaun Zink can put on a similar performance, or if Jake Jackson is going to be able to outperform. Congratulations to Jake Jackson, who recently defeated Dan Charlo in a tournament. Dan Charlo is our #3 contender on the top 15 players list. Jake plays extremely well. Good attempt on position on the 4. It wasn't clear how he was going to get there, but a little more power he would have been perfect. Jake misses the bank, and he's going to leave Shaun with a easy shot to roll in. Shaun leaves himself with a very thin cut on the 5. It's still makeable, but he may not actually go for it. Shaun dropped his chalk just now. And what a cut. Is he going to be able to clear the 8 ball? Shaun may have to kick at this. Unfortunate after hitting such a nice shot on the 5.
He kept coming down here and never came back.
Jake misses the 9 ball. Surprising miss. He wasn't able to get the best position on it. Shaun Zink with an opportunity to take this rack. And Jake Jackson completely misses the 9. Shaun Zink is going to have ball in hand here, and he's going to be able to finish the rack out, making it 1-0. Scrappy rack to start off these couple sets. The 1 ball drops for Shaun. Shaun may have been able to get the 8 in play here, but Jake should still be able to see at least the right edge. He's going to kick at it, though. But Shaun's going to have a shot on the 2 into the corner pocket. Now may be a good time to break out the 4-5 cluster. He just wants to make sure he can still leave himself a shot on the 3. Nice breakout, no reward. Now is a good time for Shaun to shoot a jump shot, but that's not his style. He's going to kick at it. Shaun is unable to make contact. Jake Jackson at the table with ball in hand. Position on the 4 is still a little tricky, just because of how deep the 3 is in that pocket. It's a little unpredictable for where the cue ball is going to roll to. He's got a shot on the 4, but it's a little uncomfortable. He's got to shoot on the rail. Nice shot. Jake could choose to shoot this into either the far left corner or the side pocket. Looks like he's going to go for the corner and roll this cue ball down for the 6. Jake should be able to finish this one out. Good position on the 8 ball. Should just be able to stun this. Nice shot by Jake Jackson. Score is now 1-1. Both players a game each. Jake with the break. Lewis Buzzy in the live chat says, anyone else here? Probably, but even if it's just me and you, we'll be okay. Good bump on the 2 ball by Jake. Gets a perfect angle on the 2. The 5 does clear the 6. But Jake, unable to make the 5, almost gets a lucky roll. Nick, sorry I can't pronounce your last name, in the live chat says, Jake is looking good. If Jake happens to win the match series, does he take over the number 1 position? No, he does not. This match is separate from the rankings list. Just the rankings happen to be included for each player. If Jake defeats Shaun, he gets an ego boost and bragging rights, but he does not get the number 1 position. He's got to work his way up. Nick in the live chat says, that's fair. Big bragging rights. LOL. It's true. If I beat Shaun Zink in a race to 9, you may not hear the end of it. But Shaun shooting nice and confident. It's going to be tough. Someone on table 3 just rolled the cue ball over and he had to come get it. The score is now 2-1. Shaun Zink in the lead. Nice job by Shaun just rolling that cue ball forward and back out for the 4. Curious to see what kind of angle he can get on the 6 ball to break out the 7-8 potentially. Lewis Buzzy in the live chat asks, how much is the buy-in for this match? Where's Tyson in the live chat when you need him? Tyson could answer that question for you. But the answer is, if you'd like to know how much both players are playing for, you got to come in and ask them yourself. I'm not sure. Shaun Zink tried to cheat the pocket to get some sort of angle for a shot on the 7. He isn't able to get it, and he's left Jake with a 6-9 combo. It's nearly straight on. Can he do it? And Jake misses the 6-9 combo. Shaun Zink with another chance at the table. Still have no idea what the plan is here for the 7, though. Curious to see if he's actually going to try to roll this cue ball back to the short side of the 7 for the far right corner pocket. He's considering it for sure, but it's a very low percentage shot. He really wanted to avoid the 9, but wow, look at this. Look at this. Shaun Zink ends up with a carom shot into the 9 ball. Wow. I wonder what he's considering here. Really just thinning the 7 should be good enough. But he misses the 9. Jake with another chance. Good shot on the 7. Can he finish this out? He's got a choice to stun this cue ball back for the 9 into the right corner or roll it forward. Nice shot. Looks like Jake's going to be able to make it 2-2. Surprising miss by Shaun Zink on the 9 ball carom. Well done to Jake Jackson. The score is now 2 apiece. The 8 ball's going to roll in the way for Jake. Wonder if there's a high percentage kick shot he can shoot, or if he's going to just push out and give it back to Shaun. He's probably going to kick at this. You don't want to give Shaun a safety opportunity. But look at this. Look at the roll he gets on the 1. Good result for Jake. Shaun Zink is going to scratch in the far left corner. The 4, 5, and then 9 are unclear, so it's not a very... Let's just say it's a good time to scratch if you are going to scratch. Jake's able to get the breakout on the 2. I mean, on the 4 and the 5, but he isn't able to pot the 2. Shaun Zink with a thin cut into the side or the right corner. He's not able to make the cut, and Jake has a hanger on the 2. Should be able to just stun this cue ball a little back for the 4 ball. Good speed by Jake. Does he have enough of a straight shot to draw this cue ball straight back for the 6 into the corner? So he's going to go for a short side position, but he leaves himself definitely a little more of a cut than what he was hoping for. But it's really no problem for Jake. Nice shot. Jake narrowly misses the scratch into the right side pocket, and he's got a good position on the 8 to just roll this cue ball back towards us for the 9. He's getting straight on, though. This is not an easy shot here. Very missable. Can he do it? Can he take the lead? Jake overcuts the 9 ball by a good margin. He leaves Shaun Zink with a thin cut into the corner pocket. Part of the reason why Jake missed was because he had to overextend on the table. He even had grabbed his extension for the shot. Shaun Zink is able to get down on this pretty comfortably. And Shaun Zink hangs the 9 in a rare miss. Very surprising miss by Shaun Zink, and Jake Jackson able to take the lead. Well done to Jake. The score is now 3-2, Jake Jackson. Safety attempt by Jake. Shaun should be able to see this thin cut on the 1, though. Tried to sit the cue ball behind the 5. Doesn't quite get it. Really nice shot by Shaun. leaves himself a pretty good cut on the 2. If the 2 is on the rail, this is very makeable. Shaun nearly scratching in that corner pocket. Shaun's eyeing the carom into the 4 to see if the 7 goes. Turns out he was eyeing the safe. My mistake. Good safe by Shaun. Cuts off several angles for Jake. The highest percentage shot here, probably just shooting the cue ball into the right long rail. Somehow, Jake is able to gauge the amount of left spin very nicely, and he's able to make contact on the 3. Good shot. Good attempt by Shaun to bring that cue ball into the 4-7. He could thin the 4 and shoot the cue ball towards the left long rail and leave the cue ball behind the 7. That is an option. He does it a different way, though. Similar result. Good save. Jake just needs to make sure not to double hit. And Jake gets a safety of his own. Well done. Is the cut into the left corner possible, though? Might be. Jake's going to have another 9-ball combo opportunity. He missed the first one. Can he make this one? This one's slightly more difficult than the previous one he attempted to shoot. He isn't able to get it, but the cue ball is going to be sitting behind the 5 for Jake. Very lucky roll. Good result for Jake. Shaun unable to masse around the 4, or I mean around the 5. Jake should be able to finish this out from here. And Jake able to extend his lead 4-2. Really well done by Jake Jackson. Hey, shout out to Ted Beach in the live chat. Says, hi Mike, how you doing? I think Jake is going to move up the list pretty quick. I agree. Jake's next match for the top 15 list is against Viet Nguyen, who is our number 13 player on this list. Jake Jackson has a match scheduled with Viet Monday at 7 p.m. Shaun should be able to roll this cue ball down past the 8 before he shot on the 5 into the side pocket. But he leaves himself the corner, which is fine as well. Nick in the live chat says, no washout tonight, go Jake. Yeah, Jake Jackson is in the lead 4-2, shooting extremely well. Shaun has been able to shut out multiple high-level players. But he misses the 5 ball. Tries to make position on the 6, but he's not able to get it. Jake back at the table. Does he get the cue ball behind the 7? He gets it behind the 8. Nice save by Jake. Shaun doesn't have too many options here. He could kick down to the short rail nearest us, which is what it looks like he's going to do. It's very unlikely that he'll hit the 6 first, but he somehow does. A very unlikely scenario, but 6 is potted. Jake Jackson with ball in hand. Shout out to Rick Hovey in the live chat. Rick says, yo. Rick is currently our number 11 player in the top 15 players list in Rochester, New York. Rick used to be number 8, I believe. Not completely sure. But Rick's been falling down the list a little bit. He's got to get active again and move his way back up. Great shooter as well. Alex Borst in the live chat says Rick Hovey is about to be number 12. Dang, Rick, you gonna just take that from Alex Borst? Look at this shot by Shaun. Look at this position on the 9. Really nice shot. Tough to gauge the speed on the cue ball for those 3 rail positional shots, but Shaun does it very well. Shaun able to take his 3rd game. The score is now 4-3. Jake Jackson still in the lead. Rick Hovey in the live chat says, I shouldn't even be on the list. Alex Borst says, LOL. Rick, you have a couple people coming for you. Nice position on the 1 ball for Shaun Zink. Rick Hovey in the live chat says, that's what I hear. Shaun's able to clear the 6 ball for an angle on the 3. Shaun makes the tough, thin cut on the 4. He gets an unfortunate bump on the 5, and the cue ball is now on the rail, making this shot much more difficult than what Shaun wanted. Really tough shot to shoot right here. Shaun not able to pocket the 5. Jake with an odd angle on the 5 to hold for the 6 when he's got to shoot over the rail. But he's able to do it no problem. Jake should be out from here. Jake should be able to just slow roll this. Good speed to go down and back up the table. Score is now 5-3. Jake Jackson shooting extremely well. Dry break by Jake. Fortunate bump on the one ball for Shaun Zink. He's got a good angle on it too to just stun draw this cue ball back for the 3 into the right corner. Nice shot. Let's see if Shaun chooses to roll this cue ball to the left of the 8 and the 9 to shoot the 5 into the side pocket. He could even go straight back up, but from the left is a little preferable. Nice shot. Philip Sanders in the live chat. Shout out to Philip Sanders. Says, hello from Southeast Missouri. That sounds like a state. These two players are playing out of Rochester, New York, over here at Billiard Breakdown. If you're ever around the area, Philip, make sure you stop by to check us out. Ted Beach in the live chat says Missouri is the show me state. What does that mean? Shaun Zink should be able to roll this cue ball forward for the 8 ball into the side pocket. Nice shot. Good angle left on the 8.
How many move? How many move?
But what does the nickname mean, Ted Beach? Ted Beach in the live chat says it's a nickname. Wondering what the nickname means. Meanwhile, Shaun Zink shoots a really nice shot on the 8 into the side pocket, and he's able to get a nice intentional bump on the 9 for the corner pocket. Nice shot by Shaun. He's able to win his 4th game. Jake Jackson's still in the lead, 5-4. Paul Schuler in the live chat says it's Missouri is pronounced Missouri. That may not be accurate, Paul. I'm sorry to tell you. Chai, Irish guy, says the nickname for Missouri means all women should lift their shirts up once entering Missouri. Hot take, Chai. Debatable. I'm sure there are different interpretations. Ted Beach in the live chat says, kind of like show me what you got, show me the facts, show me anything, just show me. Okay. That's a new one for me. Interesting. Jake Jackson not able to bring this cue ball back far enough for the 3. Nick in the live chat says, "Ah, Shaun, the master at work." Jake Jackson seeming to outshoot the master at the moment. Plays a nice safety behind the 5 ball as well. Shaun Zink looking for the kick. Good contact, but he doesn't get a safe. Jake can thin this 3 ball in, but he's going to bump into the 4. Let's see what he tries to do here. Looks like he had less of an angle than what I had thought. He's able to hold position for the 4. Paul Schuler in the live chat says, "How old is Jake? Looks like a kid." You're correct. Jake is a kid. I believe he's 16 years old, and he's a top-level junior player nationally. Really tricky position on the 7 from Jake, and he's able to make the shot. Did he get the wrong angle on the 8 ball, though? Let's see. Cue ball rolls down a little too far here. He's going to have a very thin cut on the 9 into the side pocket. Shout out to Christine Strong in the live chat. She says, "Hi all. Sorry I'm late." Christine Strong is our tournament director over here at Billiard Breakdown. We have tournaments on Fridays and Sundays. If you would like more information, or if you want to join any of the tournaments, feel free to reach out to Christine Strong, and she will get you set up with our tournaments over here at Billiard Breakdown. Jake Jackson misses the thin cut on the 9. Shaun Zink is able to tie it up 5-5. Christine Strong in the live chat, our tournament director, says we have 5 spots left for this Sunday out of 32 players. It's for 625 Fargo and under, and it's games of 8 ball. Make sure you join the tournament if you have any interest. The spots will fill up quickly. Rick Hovey in the live chat says, "Christine, put me in the tournament." Rick Hovey does not qualify for the tournament. It's a 400 Fargo minimum. Sorry, Rick. Really nice kick by Shaun. He's able to get the correct side of the 3 to put some distance in between the 3 and the cue ball. Christine Strong in the live chat retracts her message. The retracted message was LMAO dead. Once on the internet, forever on the internet. Sorry, Christine. Shaun Zink with a real test of a shot here, especially with position on the 5. See how he does. Does a really nice job of maintaining just a slight angle for the 5 ball into the side pocket. Shout out to Rat's Guy Adventure in the live chat, who happens to be Roger Jackson, the father of Jake Jackson. Thank you, Roger. I did already answer the question for Paul. And Jake's been playing for about 3.5 years. Quite the development and skill for such a young player. Really talented. And Shaun Zink able to come back, and it's looking like he's going to be able to take the lead once again. Shooting with confidence, unfazed by being down in the set. The score is now 6-5. Shaun Zink in the lead. Hey, shout out to Goji Tan in the live chat, waving to me with a pink hand. Love it. What's the plan here? Doesn't really have too many options on the 2 ball. Kind of have to get under it or bump it out. A safety is a reasonable choice here. Shaun overrolls the safe by just a little bit. Jake's going to have a shot. Relatively simple safe played by Jake, but effective. Nice kick by Shaun, and look at the result. Shaun Zink is going to be able to combo this 4-ball in. He's just got to make sure the cue ball travels around the 5, 6, 9 to have a shot back on the 1. The 2-ball is tricky though. Tough to say if he's able to have the correct angle on 2 to pot it. Nice shot. Good position on the 2. Really nice save by Shaun, forcing Jake to kick towards the right rather than the left. Jake not able to make contact. Good save by Shaun Zink. Jake not able to kick at it. Shaun Zink likely to run out from here. Shaun should be able to have this cue ball roll under the 9 and back around for position on the 9 into the right corner. He bumps into the 9 but ends up with a straight-in shot into the far right corner. Shouldn't be a problem for Shaun. And he sinks it no problem. The score is now 7-5. Shaun further increasing his lead. Both players still shooting extremely well. Shaun Zink to break. Excellent break by Shaun. As long as he's not hooked by the side pocket for the 2. It's looking very good. Surprisingly, the 2 ball wobbles out of the pocket for Shaun. That's what happens when you take the easy shots for granted. You end up missing them when you try to get more of a position out of it. Jake somehow able to sit the cue ball behind the 6, but he's able to do a rail first kick to pot it. Really nice shot. Jake pulls out his extension for this. Still a growing man. Nice use of inside spin by Jake to bring this cue ball back towards the 7. He's got a little bit of an angle, but all he's got to do is hit this with a little stun or even a little draw for position on the 9 into the right corner. Good cut. Can Jake make it 6-7? Yes, he can. Good out. The score is now 7-6. Shaun Zink still in the lead, but we've got a tight game here. Something? Yeah, but Looks like Jake Jackson is using the bathroom. We'll be back with the action shortly. And we're back, guys. Early scratch into the side pocket for Jake. Shaun with ball in hand with nothing much left on the table. The 3 does not clear the 9 into the corner pocket. Shaun's got to come up with something here for it. He could be eyeing a 3-9 combo, but let's see what he comes up with here. He's got a good angle here to go for this 3-9 combo. That's what he's eyeing. He isn't able to make it, though. Is he going to get a lucky leave? Yes, he is. Shaun misses the 9 combo, but he gets a fortunate roll on the 3. And Jake goes for the bank. Surprised he didn't choose to play some sort of safe or possibly a two-way shot, but Shaun's going to be able to cut this in. Whether or not he can hold for the 4-ball into the side pocket, that's the real question. Well done using the 9 to slow the roll of the cue ball. Shaun shoots incredibly straight. Nice shot. Good use of inside spin to bring the cue ball back horizontally for a really nice angle on the 6th ball. And it looks like Shaun is able to get on the hill first. And the score is 8-6. Jake Jackson trailing behind, but still shooting extremely well himself. Curious to see if Shaun is able to hold position above the 3 ball here while going for the thin cut on 2 into the corner. Looks like he went for something a little more creative, but he does not pot the 2. Making position on the 3 ball here is going to be difficult for Jake. Even if he pots the 2, the cue ball is likely to roll forward with it, leaving Jake some sort of bank. Shaun's going to have a tricky cut on the 2 down from the short side. This shot is very easy to over or undercut, so instead he chooses to play safe. Is the 2 ball going to leak out though? It is. Shaun unable to get the safety shot. Jake needs a bit of left spin to bring this cue ball back around for the 3. And he wobbles it in the pocket. Common occurrence when adding spin to these long, straight shots. Good save by Shaun Zink. Jake Jackson bringing out the jump cue. Should be able to make contact on this 2 ball, no problem. Good contact. 2 balls sitting behind the 6. Shaun should be able to at least cut the right edge of that 2 ball. And he sits the 2 back behind the 6 on the other side. Nice shot. Jake with a relatively easy kick on the 2, though. Nearly pots the 5. Is the 2 going to roll over? It's not. That's ridiculous. Shaun Zink able to kick the 2 in to the side pocket somehow. Really nice shot by Shaun. He may have a good angle on this 5-2 straight draw this cue ball back out for the 6. Just wants to make sure to avoid the 7 on that shot. If he does have a little bit of an angle, it may be best to use heavy topspin to have this cue ball roll forward and back out for the 6. Not an easy shot either way, though. The 5 ball wobbles in for Jake. Good bump on the 8. And Jake should be able to finish this one out. Really nice shooting by Jake. The score is now 8-7. Shaun Zink still on the hill. Can we get a hill-hill match here for this set? The 5 ball seems to be in the way of the 1 for Jake. Let's see if he decides to push out here. Tough to make contact here. Jake's going to push out down to the short rail. Shaun Zink obviously going to take the shot and try to do something with it. creative shot from Shaun Zink. Nice rail first kick with heavy right spin to make contact on that one. Nearly scratches, but he's able to avoid it. Shaun Zink on the hill for this first set. He's not able to make the cut, but he plays the one ball at a good speed. Good two-way bank opportunity here for Jake. Cue ball rolls out for the one though. Jake tapping the table, showing a little bit of frustration for the cue ball leaking out. I wonder what Shaun is thinking about here. If he's actually thinking about potting the two or the one and avoiding the 8, coming back around the table for the 2, or and he's able to freeze the cue ball on the 9 somehow. Jake unable to make contact once again on this kick. Really nice touchy positional shot on the 3 into the side pocket. Shaun should have no problem bringing this cue ball back up towards the center of the table for the 5 ball into the right corner. Needs the bridge for it though. Good speed. He's got the right angle on it to avoid contact with the 6. He's left himself a little bit of an angle on the 6. Drawing this cue ball back may not be an option because it will send the cue ball up the table. He could follow this 6 with heavy topspin and have the cue ball travel to the left along rail and back towards the right for position on the 8, but it looks like he's jacking up for a draw shot. No problem for Shaun. Good touch, just to maintain as much of an angle as possible on the 8. And Shaun looking like he's going to be able to take the first set. Really, really high-level shooting from both players. Congratulations to Shaun Zink for being able to win the first set here. Both players now lagging to begin the second set. The score was 9-7. Really close set. Jake Jackson did have his chances. Looks like Jake's able to win the leg, and he's going to start off with the break. Lewis Buzzy in the live chat says, congratulations, Shaun. Yeah, definitely not an easy set. Shaun definitely taking his time a little more than usual when shooting with Jake. That's a compliment. Shaun makes these tough, thin cuts like it's nothing. But he misses the 2 ball. And Jake's going to be able to shoot between the 5 and the 8. Nice position on the 3. Should be able to just roll this forward for an angle on the 4. But he overcuts it. He was really trying to cheat the pocket to avoid bumping into the 4, but it didn't seem like it was very possible there. Let's see if Shaun's going to let his stroke out here with the heavy topspin shot for the 3 to come back down for the 4. Shaun getting extremely lucky with the roll on the cue ball. Sits it behind the 7. Jake makes good contact. Cue ball's on the rail though. A little uncomfortable of a cut. Really tough to make position for the 4 ball here. Getting the cue ball past the 5 ball to bring it closer to us is going to be difficult. He's not able to make the 3, but once again, gets a safe behind the 5. Good contact on the 3. Nice roll. The 8 and the 9 are in the way for Shaun, but he should be able to kick at the 3 with really no problem. Is the cue ball going to get behind the 7? Jake somehow scratches into the far right corner. Shaun Zink at the table with ball in hand with really the only issue is getting the correct angle on the 5 to make position for the 6. And he gets a really nice leave on the 4. He should be able to finish this out here. Shaun could choose to draw this cue ball straight back to the left long rail. Seems to be the least complicated shot. Cue ball doesn't come back as far as Shaun would have liked. But every shot seeming to be of minimal issue for him. He's stuck with a awkward shot on the rail for this 9. Should be able to make it. Really nice shooting by Shaun Zink. He's able to take the lead in the second set, 1-0 over Jake Jackson. Nice speed on the cue ball. Tough shot not to roll behind the 4, 6, and 5. He does have a good angle on this 4 ball just to draw the cue ball straight back. Shaun double checking this shot. Wonder what the hesitation is about here. Really well executed. He's not able to stroke through this 5 hard enough to bring the cue ball out for the 6 into the right corner. Definitely because he was using the bridge for that shot. Tough to stroke through on the bridge. Nice shot. I wonder how Shaun's going to try to bring this cue ball back towards him for the 8 ball into the side pocket. He has to hit this 7 ball pretty hard to avoid the 9. Still waiting for Shaun Zink to show signs of struggling. I don't know how he does it, but he's always perfect on these 3-rail positions. Really unbelievable positional play by Shaun Zink, able to make the score 2-0. Really well done. Scratch on the break for Shaun. Jake with an opportunity here. Tough table to run. 2 balls in an odd position. Jake's probably going to just leave this cue ball behind the 9 and shoot the 2 out. Nice save. Shaun is going to have to kick towards the short rail here. Wow. Wow. 3-rail kick to make contact on the 2. Really high level shot by Shaun. Not giving up the foul for Jake. Jake gets the double kiss on the 3 unintentionally, but still ends up with a nice save behind the 5 ball. And the cue's on the rail. Shaun somehow always able to make correct contact on the object ball after the kick, just to try to get separation. Nice stroke by Jake Jackson. but he misses the 4. Shaun Zink is going to be able to, well, tough to say if he can actually see it properly. Looks like Shaun may have to go rail first for this. Jake's gonna have a shot here. Not the easiest to set up on the 5. He could just roll this cue ball down and shoot the longer shot on the 5 into the side pocket, but he chooses to try and draw this cue ball back. Those long distance draw shots are fairly difficult. I am a little surprised he went for it. Is the 8 ball going to roll up on the 6? Fortunate roll for Jake. Shaun with an angle for a potential breakout shot on the 6-8, but not easy at all. Let's see what Shaun's plan is here for the 6 ball. Good shot by Shaun. Shaun was able to put Jake in an uncomfortable position with that long straight shot on the rail. And Shaun should be able to finish this rack out as well, as long as he doesn't end up straight on the 8. He may follow this 2 or 3 rails around the table for the 9. Instead, just a simple down and back up. Nice positional shot by Shaun. And he's able to take his 3rd game as well in this set. Score is now 3-0. Shaun Zink increasing his lead against Jake Jackson. Hey, we got Ted Beach in the live chat. Says, I think Jake needs to slow down just a little bit. Well, he's a quick shooter to begin with. That may be his style. But yeah, taking some extra time on some of these shots could be beneficial for him for sure. He could also be trying to match Shaun Zeng's pace. Shaun is a quick shooter as well. Nice job by Shaun, making sure he clears the 5 for an angle on the 4. The 9 is not in the way of the 7. Rat Sky Adventure in the live chat, also known as Roger Jackson, Jake Jackson's father, says, I hear it all the time. The faster Jake plays, the better he plays. When he's in stroke, he's running around the table. Yeah, everyone has different styles, and you know, some people play better slower, some people play better faster. Throughout pool history, some of the best shots, some of the best shooters have been quick players. And Shaun should be able to finish this out. Should have no problem making position on the 9 into the right corner. Shaun really running away with the lead here. The score is now 4-0. Hey, shout out to Gorgeous George in the live chat. George asks, where's Jason Hunt, that crazy SOB? Not sure where he is. But hopefully he stops by again sometime to play some matches. Shaun leaves himself with a 3-5 combo, but decides not to play it. Goes for a safe behind the 5. Well done. Gorgeous George in the live chat says, Jason Hunt is a weasel. Do you have any story or evidence to support that claim? Jake Jackson hangs the 3 ball in the corner pocket. Shaun back at the table. Shaun would have liked slightly more of an angle on the 4, but he should be able to work with this. Nice stroke. He's able to get the cue ball off the rail a good amount here. Gorgeous George says in the live chat, I do have stories or evidence. Okay, George. Let's see if Shaun chooses to use a bit of inside here to bring the cue ball closer to the 7, or if he's just going to slow roll this and take the longer cut. He uses inside, but he hits it too hard, which throws the cue ball more towards the left or Shaun's right. Shaun plays it safe on the 7, leaving them far apart. Jake does not sell out the side pocket. Jake Jackson able to take the game, and he's on the board. The score is now 4-1. Shaun Zink still in the lead. Gorgeous George in the live chat offering to air out Jason Hunt's business publicly. Well, your choice, freedom of speech. I wouldn't say anything unfactual, but feel free to say whatever you like. Leave it by the, yeah.
Yeah, he let it go that long. He looked himself the first time. Well, we don't know yet. They're sending
Gorgeous George in the live chat so just says, I'll just keep it at, he's a douche. Thank you, George. Nice shot by Shaun. The 5 does clear the 9 and the 7. Shaun unable to miss a money ball, making the score 5-1. Really impressive. Jake going for an ambitious thin back cut on the 3. Really nice position on the 4. Shaun Zink looking at what kind of angle he wants on the 5 to come back down for the 6. He is up there? With the cops? Can you bring the bag up?
They said they'll figure it out.
The bag?
Yeah, the cops.
They'll figure out the bag. It's right here.
I said that his bag's on there. You want to grab it? He said we'll figure it out. It's staying here.
It's Gucci. Dibs.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yo, bro, what the fuck? I was like, damn, I hope there's money in it.
Track one. He gets the bag, we get the
Oh, yeah.
He only gets the bag.
And Shaun looking like he's going to be able to make it 6-1. Really playing well this second set. Not easy for Jake Jackson to come back into this one. Still possible though, but not easy at all.
I just feel like I'm in the food thing.
Shaun pushes out, may have left Jake a thin cut on the 2-ball. Shaun coming back to the table with a smile after that shot. This is a tough cut on the 3. It looks simple on the screen, but very thin.
It's a chill spot.
Nice shot. Taking over on the commentary for a little bit is going to be Mickey Goldberg, also a high-level player. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Come check out the action here. Like watching Jake shoot. He's got a good shot. Looked like Shaun took down the first set. And Shaun putting on a little bit of a cruising here on the second set. Jake's going to have to bear down and show us his determination. Can he see the 6 past the 7? I think is what he's trying to look at. I'm not sure if he needs to do all that. He's just concerned about trying to put inside English on the 5 ball here, being so close to the rail. It's definitely not worth banking it. Let's see what he ends up doing. Yeah, he goes to say that the 6 goes, but he ends up missing the 5, debating his position. Good opportunity here for him to stay below this 6. I think Jake also says the 6 goes. Really clean strike. Comes around 2 rails here. Feels a little light off that second rail. A little light off that second rail. He's gonna have to come with a shot. Do you add a little outside English here? I think he did to slow down that cue ball. Nice shot. And Jake puts his second rack down. Has anybody noticed how much brighter it is over the table? If you haven't been down to the pool hall in the last couple of days, table 1 has a new light over it. Makes it nice and bright. And it's a little higher up too, so you can elevate your cue a little bit cleaner. So let's see if Jake can continue to control the table here by making balls on the break. Looked a little sluggish, the rack there. And he left Shaun a pretty straight-in shot. All he has to do is bear down and make this ball, and he'll have a good angle on the 2 ball to develop himself to the 3. And he doesn't strike the ball nearly as clean as Jake did for the 6 ball. But pulls off the trick shot and makes the 1 ball anyways. Yeah, he's just making sure where he needs to come into that rail, because he doesn't want to come to the lower side of this 3 ball where he can't get to the 4 ball correctly. So basically anywhere above the side pocket is fine. And pretty much outside of that first diamond. But you don't want to be stuck on the rail either, where you can't stun the ball down to the bottom rail. So he does have some angle here. Can easily roll forward. Alright, big draw shot to the. Nice. Don't get too straight in. But it's a little funny reach here. Might have to use it again. He's just debating if he wants to come around these two balls or if he wants to shoot the 7 in the side. Most 9-ball players prefer to try to get above the balls. They rarely shoot up towards the side pocket. So, a little less than high ball here, but without stunning the ball, will give you a good 2-rail position to this 8-ball. So, long rail, I think is what he's going to do here. Unless he feels like he can just paste the ball 1 rail across the table towards the center. Yeah, he does pace the ball 1 rail across the center. Very nice stroke. Great understanding of personal stroke. Yeah, those are good too. Yeah, that was the other one I was saying. So he's got a good angle here on this 8-ball. I don't think he has to stun across. I'm pretty sure the 8-ball leads him off the long rail back down table. But he misses it. Yeah, I wonder if he really had a puck go up table. Could he have just pinched it and come across and played the 9 in the lower left instead? But this is a tester shot. I've been practicing this shot a lot lately. And Jake makes the ball. I think he wanted to run into the 9 to get a shot. And unfortunately now he's down there. So you either make this ball or you end up selling it out into the other corner pocket. Let's see how he makes it. He drills it right into the hole. Puts himself within 3 games. So he's going to have to put onto Shaun the exact same run out if he is to win here, as Shaun has already done to him. All right, let's see if he can rack better for himself this time and get a better break. He is going for this kind of softer version break, and he does pull off a ball, but no shot on the 1. Go for the 2-way shot and use the 6 just in case, or come down table 2 rails with the cue ball. He sends a 1 ball 2 rails. I think he was actually trying to play it, and he's not going to get any reward for it. He's just going to get lucky. So he leaves Shaun shooting inside the pocket. And I think Shaun is noticing a 2-9 combination. Is he going to try to balk this? You can also use this 5 as he's got a lot of good that can happen from trying to make this 1 ball. But he see him. Yeah, he got the safe. It didn't leak out. You gotta watch out for the side pocket here. No side pocket hit. And no corner pocket hit. Wow, how does it get through there? Well, he's definitely looking at trying to play this 2-9 combo. Even though the table's fairly open, I'm surprised he doesn't just try to run out. Okay, so now he's decided that the balls are open enough. He's just going to do his work correctly. Might have to nudge this 9 a little bit. He came up a little funny on this 2-ball. Could you drag underneath this 9 and not touch it? No, he runs into it. Has enough gap between the 7 and 9 that no issue anymore on that. Just get to the 6-ball side of this table. That's a good shot. Just a hair below center, I feel, gets you. He looks like he wants to go all the way down. As long as you don't touch the 9 for some reason and that it pushes you behind the 7, he'll be okay. Just a center ball, smooth, slow. No, he doesn't want it. I'm surprised he did all that. Why did he do so much on that shot? I'm not sure. The angle must have been a little different. Could have thought he could have used a drag stroke there and got a much straighter angle. But let's see if he can avoid the 7 coming 3 rails here. No, he banks it instead. Still hits the 7. But he does give himself the ability. I don't think you have to go forward here. I think you can thump it off the 1 rail. Yeah, he thumps it. And now I'll be curious to see how he plays this. Does he use low and come across the table, or does he understand that he can avoid the 9 and just get to the short rail? Yeah, but he does hit the 9. He's okay with it. It could have gone awry, but he's fine. And he'll take the score up to 7. And we have a score of 7-3 here. And Mike will return for your scorekeeping opportunities.
All right. Shaun Zink on the hill. Apology on the score. Score is actually 7-3, not 8-3. Shaun pushes out to a pretty uncomfortable position. Jake with the long straight shot. Needs a nice straight stroke for this one. Really nice shot. Really nice positional shot by Jake Jackson for the 7. Jake able to finish this rack out, making it 7-4. Shaun Zink still with a good lead. Jake slowly closing the gap.
Yeah, I want to change his name to 50 strokes too. I don't even get caught out of that. 50 strokes is close. I like that better. Different strokes. Referring to different
The cue ball, the one ball rolls past the side pocket. He may still have a really thin cut on the one, but it's not easy. He almost makes the cut. Good attempt. Jake pulling out the bridge for this shot. Not easy to overextend on. The 4 wobbles in the corner pocket. Unbelievable miss by Jake Jackson. Really. And Shaun Zink should be able to finish this one out. But he rolls the cue ball too far. What is this? And Shaun hanging the 5 for Jake. Jake's gonna be able to get back at the table and likely run out from here. Still a tough shot here. Wow. Nice clean shot by Jake Jackson to get on this 9 ball. Excellent shot. But he does not make the 9. Shaun with a thin cut on the 9. He should be able to make this. But is he going to scratch? Shaun scratches. Are you kidding me? And Jake able to take his 5th game in this set. The score is now 7-5. Shaun Zink still with the lead.
One more coffee shop? No, I'm good.
Shaun misses the 1 ball and Jake with ball in hand. But Jake nicks the edge of the side pocket on the way back down, and he's going to leave himself with a tough shot on the 2. And look at this leave by Jake Jackson. Really well done. Very unlikely for Shaun to make contact on this 2. Almost. That's as good of a shot Jake could have asked for. He slow rolls that 5 ball down the table, and he's got a nice angle on the 6 where he can jack up on this cue ball and bring it back out for the 7. A little straight, but he should have enough angle on this 7 to work its way back to the short rail for the 8. Really? Surprising miss for Jake Jackson, and he leaves Shaun Zink with a hanger on the 7. Shaun should be able to finish this out with no problem. Shaun leaves himself a little more of an angle than he would have hoped for. He points his cue at where he originally wanted the cue ball to be. Can he make the cut? It's no problem for Shaun. Shaun is on the hill. The score is 8-5. Jake Jackson trailing behind with 5 games. Can Shaun Zink finish it out? Dry break from Shaun, and Jake Jackson really leaning over the table to get a shot on the 1. Nice shot. Jake thins the 3 ball, tries to get the cue ball behind the 8, but doesn't get there. Shaun with a cut on the 3 into the left corner pocket. Tricky to make position on the 4, though. He may have to go 2 or 3 rails horizontally back and forth across the table for an angle on the 4. Kind of. Doesn't really have much of a shot, though. Four ball leaks out a little bit. Jake will be able to make contact on this, no problem. He tries to send the cue ball down the table, but it bumps into the 7, leaving Shaun Zink a shot on the 4 into the side pocket. Cue ball rolls quite a bit, but he's got a really straight shot on the 5 into the side pocket. He should be able to just slow roll this and maintain an angle on the 6 into the left corner. It's looking like Shaun's going to be able to finish this rack out and take the set. He nearly hooks himself on the 8, but he's able to get it past it. Well done. Shaun with a perfect angle on the 8 ball. Really well played. And look at this. Perfect position on the 9. What a way to finish it out. Jake Jackson concedes the rack, and Shaun Zink is going to be able to defeat Jake Jackson 2-0. For anyone just tuning in, thanks for watching Billiard Breakdown. This was Shaun Zink taking on Jake Jackson, a top-level junior player. These two are one of the best players in Rochester, New York. Both players played a race to 9 and 9 ball pool, and Shaun Zink took both sets. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.